All right, we are in Chapter 2, Section 9, and today it is properties of multiplication. The previous page was properties of addition. You'll notice you're still going to see the commutative property. You still see the associative property. Identity property is here, but it's going to be just a tad bit different. And we're now adding zero property. Again, you did this in middle school. I do want to refer to this sheet, which is in your tools chapter 2 folder in Schoology. I didn't show much of this long on the addition properties video, but let me just kind of really quick show you. So the left side is addition, the right side is multiplication, and adding 0 to a number, this is the identity property of addition. So if you add 0 to n, you're still going to get n, just like 3 plus 0 is 3. Then notice the associative property is on the addition and the multiplication side, okay? And the commutative property is on the addition side and the multiplication side. So to review, the associative is the grouping. So if you take the digits and they're same digits, in this case they use letters A, B, and C. On the other side it's A, B, C, but A and B are grouped here and B and C are grouped here. You will get the same answer if you just add those up in this property of addition. In the commutative property, we use the word flip for commutative. When you take A, B, and C and then you flip it and you have B, C, and A, doesn't matter what order it is and you're adding them, you're still going to get the same answer. So 2 plus 3 plus 1 is 6, and 3 plus 1 plus 2 is 6. Now, the reason I bring this up is because today you're still going to deal with the zero property, identity property, or I should say you're going to deal with the identity property. Zero property is the new one, okay? And so just identity property, notice, does not go over here to the addition property because that's really the zero property of addition. And the associative property, you can see the parentheses still occur. A, B, and C still show up. A and B is grouped over here. B and C is grouped over here. So if you multiply different digits, but they're the same on both sides, you're going to still get the same answer. And the commutative property, same digits or letters, in this case A, B, C, and C, A, B, and they're flipped. But if you multiply them, you're still going to get the same answer. All right, and again, I'm showing you that because you're going to want to put this in your interactive notebook and have that so that you can utilize this as we move on into the class. So quickly for the rest of this, commutative property of multiplication, the order of the two factors in multiplication does not matter. And so I use the word flip, F-L-I-P, and if you take the 3 times negative 4 equals negative 4 times 3, on this left side, you're going to get a negative 12. On the right side, you're still going to get a negative 12. You have the same answer. On the associative property, you're looking for parentheses. Another thing, if you're grouping, if you realize it's the same kind of group, so you're using that word, you know that it's associative property. In this case, they have 2 times 4 times 5 and 2 times 4 times 5. 2 times 4 is grouped on the left, 4 times 5 is grouped on the right. If I work this out, 2 times 4 is 8, because I got to do parentheses first, and 8 times 5 is going to give me 40 on the left side. And for the associative property of multiplication to work, on the right side, I got to get the same answer. If I do 4 times 5 first, I get 20. And 20 times 2 still gives me 40. So there you go. That does work, and it's the associative property of multiplication. The identity property of multiplication. So identity property of addition had a 0 in it because 3 plus 0 would not change the answer. It would be 3. Here you can't do 0 times 21 and get 21. So the only way in multiplication is to take the product of any number and 1 to get that number. And so 21 times 1 equals 21. So on the left side, you're going to get 21. And the right side, you already have 21. So whatever number multiplied by 1 is that number. That is your identity property of multiplication. The zero property is the new one. This time, if you do the product, remember product means multiplication. Product of 0 any number is 0. So negative 15 times 0, that's going to be a 0. So for your work today, you're going to have to name the property, and then you're also going to have to complete the math statement by using a property. I don't need the name in that section. I just need to know what you're putting in its place, and that would be in the place of the question mark. So example number one, name the property. You have 2 times 3 times A equals 2 times 3 times A. So if I said this, 2, 3, and A are repeated on the left side and right side. And then notice 3 times A here and 2 times 3 are grouped there. So it's parentheses. So I know that this is going to be a grouping, and that would be the associative property of multiplication. And that's what I would write as my answer, full thing out in words, not an A for associative. Don't get lazy on me. Example number two, use the property to complete the situation. So I'm trying to figure out what's going to go in this question mark times C. Blank times C equals C. Wow, that can only be one. If I put 0 times C in there, I'm going to get a 0. I can't flip anything because there's nothing on the right side to flip, and there are no parentheses or anything for grouping. So the commutative associative properties are out, as is the 0 property. So the only property is the identity property, in which in this case you did by utilizing 1 in the question mark. So that's what I would be looking for in your submit answers, is what is going in place of the question mark. And in this case, it's just the number 1. Example number 3, use a property to complete the equation. Same thing. This time you have A times what equals 3A. And so, all right, you're thinking to yourself, I can't put in 0 here because that would be 0. 1 doesn't work. So the 0 property and identity property are out. And then the associative property is the grouping, and there is no grouping here, no parentheses. And so if I put in a 3, which they did here, 3 times A gives you 3A. All right. So that's supposed to be a 3. I guess I can go down and make it a 3. A equals, so left side equals the right side. And that's kind of what you're looking at. So this begins our work here. No top tan box and no bottom. You're doing 1s through 12. Name the property for the first 6, and then 7 through 12. You are filling in the question marks with a digit there. So number 1, I'm just going to do number 1 as I quickly underline the question marks so you can see them. Number 1 is 4x times 9x equals 9x times 4x. Well, you see the 4x on left and right. See the 9x on left and right. To me, I'm flipping these around, and I would write commutative property in my answer. I wrote C here, but again, you are writing out commutative property of multiplication. All right, that is your work. Begin.